Hello and welcome back to Blazing Book Reviews. Today, we will not be reviewing a book. Instead, we have a special edition for you. The special edition is why you should read the book before you watch the movie.
Or why you should watch the movie before you read the book. But we think you should read the book before you watch the movie. What do you do first?
I know that there are a lot of books that people know the movies more, such as Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. Like, I heard someone talk about Harry Potter, and someone was like, wait, there's books too?
Oh my goodness.
Yes, you have to read the books first. So, let's dive in to why this is the case.
So, we'll do reading the, we'll do watching the movie before you read the book first.
First is, some arguments say, that the movies is its own art form. But I understand if the movie doesn't have a book, you can obviously watch the movie.
Yeah, like Star Wars or Zootopia.
Yeah.
Avengers, things like that.
Yeah. There's not books, so then don't just avoid the movies.
Well, actually, there are books for those, but the movies weren't based off the books.
Yeah. The only thing I'd say is if the movies were made first,
watch the movies and you don't have to read the books.
yes, but if the books were made first and then the movie
were based off the books, then read the books first.
And also, sometimes watching the movie first can show you like what things look like about the book too, so that's another reason you could watch it before reading it.
Also, one thing I will say is if the book is really bad,
Yeah.
like, you're like, I'm never going to read this, but I think the plot has potential, so I'm going to watch the movie. Because some books, they're just, like, not descriptive at all, so you can't get the image in your head of what is happening, and the movie just does that for you.
You can watch a movie in like 2 hours, but you probably can't read a book in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a kid's book.
Also, some people watch movies first because they want to avoid the disappointment.
Like if you read the book first, you'll like not like the people from cutting out scenes in the movie or changing characters.
Yeah. Because most movies are not exactly the same as the book.
Yeah, almost all movies.
Never watched a movie that is exactly the same as the book.
Why?
Never even heard of one.
I haven't either.
Is there any other reasons?
Faster introduction to the story. Movies take hours, books take days or weeks, like we said. You can, like, some people say you can watch the movie a little bit, you can watch the movie and then go deeper into the plot with the book.
No, we're not saying anything against watching the movies.
But watching the movies before the books, some people, when they read books, they can't really visualize things, so movies help them do that.
But even then, you should read the book first because that doesn't really change.
Well, you can visualize them doing, like, you can visualize the person.
Sometimes what I do is if I know there's a movie and I'm reading the book, I'll look up the character, and you can see the image of them. So next time, do that.
And sometimes books have, like, super long descriptions and stuff. Like, the Aragon series, those are pretty long. A lot of people say he could have cut back the length of it by hundreds of pages without all the lengthy descriptions, but I love that series. Okay, now we'll get into the arguments for reading the book before the movie.
So we all think this, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure most people actually do. But if you're like, I don't know, then you're in the right place. So, yeah.
The book is the story in the purest form. So, like, it's like the author made the book to be a book, not a movie. The author's original intent was a book, not a movie. He thought it would be great if it was made into a movie, but that wasn't his original intent.
Yeah, because otherwise he would have written a movie.
So when you read the book before the movie, you get a better understanding of the movie. Like, you get to know the backstory, the movies. When you know the backstory, the movie's choices make more sense. So, like, why the villain was the villain.
Another thing is imagination. It requires your imagination to read a book. A movie, your brain is usually not doing anything except processing what is happening. You don't have to imagine anything, and you'll notice that the creativity levels are going down because people aren't doing things that are creative as much anymore. They're just like watching screens constantly.
But some games and movies do inspire creativity. Like, let's say you're a little kid and you watch like some superhero movie, and then like you start getting really creative and you make up your own superhero or something like that.
I'm saying if you're not reading any books or anything and you're just watching movies,
Your creativity levels are going to be lower than someone that reads books.
Mm-hmm. And also, you're going to... People who read books are usually become... Not always, but it depends on which movies you're watching. But they usually become like the authors, the teachers.
Avoiding spoilers. Like, movies often reveal twists quickly or bluntly, like just bam. But then a book builds up the suspense and makes it
More engaging.
yeah, it's like you're wondering what's gonna happen.
A movie is more... So kind of why people like movies more is it's instant. Like,
Yeah.
it's not going to take days or weeks.
Yeah.
Unless you have an old, like, DVD and it's, like, scratched up.
Then it can go a little too instantly. Books, you get to know the characters'
Thoughts.
yeah, like thoughts. Like normally in a movie, it doesn't like spit out thoughts.
Because in reality,
You can't
someone has to be talking and you can't hear thoughts.
unless you're a telepath. But I don't think anyone is except like in books
Yeah.
and movies. If you read the book first, you understand his emotions, and then when you watch the movie, the scenes are going to be about half of the same scenes, so you know what he's going to be thinking in that scene.
Also, sometimes movies can be way too obvious about what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
You're like, based on their facial expression. And
According to my calculations about the facial expression.
Also, with a movie, you have to deal with movies that have terrible casting.
Yeah, like bad quality, too.
Or like, I've been looking, because Curiosity's supposedly going to do a movie. I'm looking at the cast. There's so many different ones. But like, for a whole bunch of them, Keith has brown hair.
Oh my.
Like,
No!
part of him is his hair, and it's not brown.
Put that character in Fitz's place.
Yeah.
Like, make that actor Fitz.
I don't think...
Wait, their personalities are way too different.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're an actor, you change your personality.
Yeah. But still, you kind of...
Keith is just going to be,
Yeah.
like, angry. If they switched him up. I think those weren't the real cast, hopefully, because they also had...
Anyway, we're off topic. We get off topic a lot,
Yeah.
and now we're off topic again.
Not really. We're still on the topic of movies. Okay. Anyways, back to the main thing.
So, the final verdict is reading the book first gives you depth, context, and the author's full vision. Watching the movie first gives you speed, clarity, and a cleaner emotional experience without comparison. We'll leave it up to you to decide what you want to do.
That was our input.
We recommend book first, movie later.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to do that. You do what you want.
Well, see you next time. Like, subscribe, share.
Yes. Comment books for us to review.
And what your thoughts were on this and which you prefer. We'd love to know.
The next book we will be reviewing is Ranger's Apprentice #1, The Ruins of Gorlin.
See you then.
I like this book.